Africa, where only the strong earn the right to survive. The baboon. They live in troops. They fight like warriors. And defend their rank with fangs sharp enough to make any predator recoil. Welcome to the world of the baboon. Baboons are primates of the earth, forging powerful, highly disciplined troops. Dozens strong, they move as one, foraging, traveling, and fiercely defending their own. An adult male can tip the scales at nearly 66 pounds, a formidable size used to vie for dominance. But in this society, strength is more than just muscle. A language of harsh barks, sharp grunts, and piercing calls is their true power. A tool to maintain contact, signal danger, and enforce rank in a world ruled by order. In a baboon troop, the right to mate is the ultimate prize, reserved for the one at the top. For a male, it's more than a partner. It's the chance for his legacy to endure. So when a challenger emerges, a standoff can escalate in an instant. Long canines are bared, a warning. Fierce roars tear through the air. And if neither backs down, the raw power to overwhelm a rival can quickly turn the encounter into a perilous fight, leaving devastating injuries in its wake. But in the wild, one mistake can cost everything. Status, the right to reproduce, and even a place within the troop. Along the Luangwa River, a troop dozens strong commands one of the most fertile feeding grounds. But such a prize makes the entire family a target. A strange male now lurks at the edge of their territory. An intruder might go after the young, a tactic to weaken his rival and force the females to cycle again. It begins with roars, bared teeth, and tense displays of dominance. But when an infant is lost in the conflict, a young male in the troop is thrown into chaos. Others must restrain him, their calming calls a desperate attempt to stop the entire troop from unraveling into chaos. East Africa. The harsh terrain of the Great Rift Valley, where every living thing must adapt to survive. On Lake Bogoria, flamingos and baboons share a world of abundance. With food plentiful, they can almost ignore each other's presence. But come July, everything changes. After the breeding season, millions of flamingos arrive, painting the lake's surface in a vibrant pink. And for the baboon troop that holds this ground year-round, the scene is impossible to overlook. As the flock grows, so does the opportunity for a hunt. And even as a target lifts into the air, a baboon's explosive leap can cut off the escape in a single, powerful surge. Zimbabwe, where the impala lives encircled by predators. A full-grown adult weighs between 88 and 168 pounds. Powerful enough to sprint and leap, yet it remains forever in the sights of Africa's hunters. On the savanna, survival isn't about strength. It's about vigilance, speed, and a hair-trigger response to danger. The baboon is an omnivore, but when opportunity strikes, it will also prey on a young impala. This is not the calculated pursuit of a specialized predator, but an opportunistic strike, relying on sheer power and lightning-fast reflexes. And once its prize is secured, the baboon will not let this valuable meal escape. The leopard, the most silent hunter in this land, locks its gaze on the troop of baboons. It moves, leaving no trace, no sound. It does not rush. For the leopard, a successful hunt never starts with the final lunge, but with closing the distance until there is no escape. As the baboons lose themselves in foraging, their awareness dims, and that is the precise opening the predator requires. The space between them disappears, foot by foot. Then, a sudden alarm call tears through the air. But it is too late. As food dwindles, the baboon troop must seek new ground. But on the savanna, every journey is fraught with peril. Tall grasses obscure their path, creating the perfect ambush for lurking predators. And so, the troop remains on high alert. A mature adult stands sentry, scanning the horizon for any sign of a threat. Life in the troop is more than a search for food. It is a vital shield against those who hunt them. When a cheetah is spotted, a warning cry erupts. The troop instantly closes ranks, ready to drive off the intruder and protect their own. For the cheetah, a united troop of baboons is no simple mark. With the element of surprise lost, it often chooses retreat. On the savanna, a wise hunter knows not only when to strike, but also when to walk away. The pride is forced to wander further for a meal. Baboons are not their usual quarry. The powerful canines of the adult males stand ready to defend the troop. But desperation shatters all boundaries. On the ground, foraging, the baboons are vulnerable. They rely on their numbers to fight back, capable of intimidating even the great cats. For the lioness, an opportunity only appears when a lone individual is caught off guard. A single baboon could offer a fleeting meal, but only if she can secure her prize before the troop descends. The lone baboon now faces the hunger of the pride. It sensed the danger, but everything unfolded in a flash. For a primate that depends on the troop's strength and vigilance, to be cut off is to lose its final shield. And by the time it realized this, there was no time left to run. The younger members of the pride are still inexperienced hunters. Meanwhile, baboons are far more formidable than they appear. They spend much of their time foraging on the ground, but when threatened, they instantly retreat to the trees, turning height into a defensive advantage. The young lions are reluctant to give up, but they are learning a swift lesson. Baboons are not just fast and tenacious. They coordinate, intimidate, and counterattack with ferocity. For these young predators, it is a vital lesson. Not all smaller prey is an easy conquest. Both baboons and wild dogs are pack hunters, but when they clash, the advantage isn't just in numbers. Facing an opponent as ferocious and ready to fight as a baboon, the wild dog pack must approach with absolute caution. They may try to isolate an individual, but the baboon's long canines, raw power, and fierce counterattacks ensure any mistake comes at a high price. And when closing in becomes too dangerous, even the most tenacious predators know it's time to withdraw. On the unforgiving landscapes of Africa, the baboon holds a critical position in the web of survival. They are quarry for the great predators, yet primates powerful enough to stand their ground and seize any chance to feed. Their existence is defined by a strict social hierarchy, a state of near constant alert, and a stunning ability to adapt to an ever-changing world. In a world where threats can appear at any moment, it is the unwavering discipline of the troop that ensures they endure. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please support the channel with a like, share, and subscribe to catch our next release.